All right, what's happening, everybody? Welcome back. So it's been a couple of days. Last time we were out, we got a couple of things accomplished in the back. We started mounting up high sensors and started getting some of the air ride mocked up. As you can see behind me here, I've got a awesome racing seat from NRG. I went ahead and got two. We need to make the brackets for the floor pan. Unfortunately, the brackets that when I took out the seats in the front, I sold them and we didn't take the brackets off of them. So either we got to make them, which I'm probably going to end up doing, or we need to go to the junkyard and buy some that we can modify. So I'll probably just make them. But anyways, it looks really awesome. I'm really excited. I still got to get 4-point harnesses to attach to the roll cage. And I still got a couple of pieces of interior. The interior is looking awesome. It's coming together really good. We still have to do some trimming to get the box all squared away and everything, or the shelf rather. We want to flush mount the ECU for the air management system and hide all of the air management system except for the tank underneath. So we're going to do that. I built this beautiful bracket to hold this distribution block, and I think I made it just a little bit too high. I'm not sure that the wood is going to go over it. Hopefully it does. What's happening, everybody? So last night, or yesterday rather, we ran down to Garden Grove to pick up some wheels. We got back, I took two of them out, one front, one back, and I put them on. They don't fit exactly right. So instead of running down there and returning them and trying to get a different offset, I'm gonna take the car down and I'm gonna get it aligned. once we get an alignment done, I can put the wheels on and see how much or if they fit when I get the alignment all done. I'm thinking that instead of a 18 by 10.5, we're gonna have to go with like an 18 by 9.5 and maybe run a spacer or something to move the wheel. Anyways, in order to do that, I gotta get the engine back in, and I gotta get Schrader valves on the air suspension because I won't have any power just yet. I won't be able to control the computer. Well, the computer won't be able to control the air ride. So I'm going to put some quick Schrader valves in there real quick so I can up and down it, and then we're going to get it on a trailer and get it over to an alignment shop to get everything, all the suspension. I've got everything in. I just need to get it all adjusted and tight. So that's going to be our plan for this week. Yeah, I've got a few little things to touch up before we can move the car, but pretty much basically that's the goal. Get the engine back in today or tomorrow. I got to put the valve cover back on. I got to put the oil pan back on. I did get a -10 AN fitting welded into the pan, so that's going to allow us to run a big nice AN -10 AN drain for the turbo. And yeah, so without a whole bunch of talking, I'm going to jump into getting some work done. I got to take the box out and put it over to the side because we're going to be playing with the air ride today and getting the Schrader valves and the T's put in so I can control the front and the back together. We're going to put the pan and the valve cover on the motor, and I'm going to try again to clock the turbo. And that's going to be the main goal of maybe today and tomorrow, just getting that stuff done. If it goes smoothly and I'm able to get it in today, then tomorrow we'll start cleaning up like wire harnesses and stuff, because I'm not going to be able to get it to the alignment shop until probably, I don't know, it's Tuesday now, maybe Thursday or Friday. So we're going to get as much done as we can in that time period. I don't have seat brackets yet. I have seats, but no seat brackets. I might try and make those. It's just going to be a planted seat, I think. Maybe on the driver's side I'll do a slider, but definitely the passenger side's just going to be a planted seat, so a little square box with some legs on it to bolt into the right locations, and I think that'll be fine. But we're going to get all the body panels back on and tightened down and mounted correctly. Obviously the front fenders, I took them off to run the wire harnesses, so we're going to go ahead and probably going to mount those all back in with all the fasteners and everything. I'm going to take the hood off. I'm going to set it aside real quick while we try and get the motor in. But I will be definitely putting it back on for the trip down to the alignment shop. On the wheels that we put on yesterday, or got yesterday, like I said, they don't have tires on them. They don't fit correctly. So we're going to go put the stock wheels back on it just for the trip down to the alignment shop. Once I get it back, the alignment will be square. I'll be able to take some measurements of ride height where it should be sitting. I think it should be sitting. And yeah, I'm excited. So let's go ahead and jam out and do some work and start getting this thing prepped up for movement. I've been fighting this for a few hours now. And I'm about over it. So, oh man, I left my juice. So the turbo is seized on the hot side. It's not letting me do anything. So I heated it up, kind of tapped it with the hammer, tried using blunt force. I ain't nowhere near strong enough to move that thing. I even smacked it a couple of good times with the hammer, and it didn't do anything. So I'm gonna try and press it apart. I got a couple of bolts and washers and a socket, and hopefully I can get it in there and use some wrenches to spread it apart. Oh, hell yeah. It just busted loose. And I think I should go a little bit more because I don't want to, I want to be able to turn it. I should take it all the way out and clean it. That's nice. I think I can turn it now. And I don't think I'm gonna, oh dude, that's so rad. It's so nice and loose. Now we can take it and just spin the center. So this is a bottom mount, so it's gonna be like this. And we're gonna go with the feed line straight up. Oh, I gotta tighten that down a little bit. Hell yeah. Okay, so this will be like this. The feed line goes up. The drain line goes straight down. We'll put these back on and tighten them down. Then I don't have my 13, but once we get the center section in the right orientation, which it is right now, I'm gonna check that real quick with the manifold and see if it doesn't need to be straight up and down. As straight as possible is better. looks pretty clean. I'm just giving it a once over, making sure everything is golden. Yeah, it's still full of fluid, so we don't have to fill it. Now, you know what, I'm gonna keep those on just in case I mash my finger or something. Ooh. Tranny fluid. So obviously it's still full because it just leaked out a little. Yeah, there it is. Hell yeah. I don't know how many times it's supposed to go down. I'm gonna I'm pretty sure that's it. Heck yeah. And now we need the motor. I don't have very much room up here, so I think I'm gonna take the motor, or take the transmission to the motor instead of bringing the motor over here. I do still have to get the engine hoist over here and get it in position. Then I have to, I'm pretty sure the flywheel bolts are over there to attach the flywheel to the torque converter. Yeah, torque converter. The torque converter bolts are over there. Not the flywheel. The flywheel bolts bolt the flywheel to the engine. Torque converter bolts bolt the flywheel to the torque converter. I told you I'm tired. I'm sitting here rambling. Man, and I tell you what, once I washed this, it turned out really nice. It was black. There was some major oil leaks. The valve cover looked like it was like there was no gasket in a section, so they filled it with silicone. These guys loved silicone. The ones that I bought the car from. But yeah, the pan over here has definitely got to be looked at. I don't know if you guys can see that. Hopefully, maybe right here. That's like, I don't know, at least a 1/4 inch of silicone, and it goes all the way down the other side. So we might have to get a new pan. We'll check it out. I'm gonna take it apart. I'm gonna wait until it's in the car. This is pointing forward down here in the bottom. I don't have the bumper on, it's up in the air. I'm gonna have plenty of room to pull that out, pull the pan off, and drain everything and clean off all of that god-awful silicone and see what the problem is, and then fix the problem. Hopefully it's just a bad gasket and we can clean it up and put it on. I don't know why the guy would have smeared all that silicone on the outside. I don't know, maybe he didn't have money for a gasket, or maybe he couldn't find a gasket, I don't know. But we'll definitely inspect and fix that problem. Yep,